who is the designer of the new feature at Kennywood called Skycoaster. Very nice to have you with us today, Ken.
I'm glad to be here.
You're originally from Colorado, I understand.
Well, Wyoming, actually. Our company, Sky Fun One, is from Boulder, Colorado.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about, can you describe Skycoaster to us?
Well, the Skycoaster is a flight fantasy. People who have always wanted to go hang gliding or maybe skydiving but just didn't quite get it all together to go out there and do these things can fly the Skycoaster in a safe manner.
I understand you are a hang glider, so you have knowledge in this, right?
I've been fortunate. I have been teaching skydiving and hang gliding for over 20 years. So I always knew that people would love something like the Skycoaster, and that's proved to be very accurate.
Is it safe?
It is totally safe, and I say it's the world's safest amusement ride. We've never had any incident of any kind, and because of its design features, two of everything, and the strong cables that we're flying on, it's just amazingly safe.
You had described this to us. It's almost like a pendulum, like a swing effect. So if you can kind of describe the action that...
All right. The people will walk out generally 3 at a time. It's no fun to fly by yourself. You want to take your friends. So, and also with Suzanne, we have no age limits. So mom and dad, you can fly with the kids.
Little kids? How little are we talking about?
42 inches tall. They can fly the Skycoaster.
Wow.
We've flown hundreds of 3- and 4-year-olds who are tall enough around the country. And they walk out in hang glider style harnesses, and they just walk up the boarding platform there. They're only 5 feet above the ground. At that time, we hook them up to the flying wires, the stainless steel cables, and then they lay prone like Superman or Supergirl. And we engage the winch, which pulls them back in an arc, like pulling a child back on a swing. And when they get to the top, or wherever they want to stop, you don't have to go to the top if you don't want to. You just wave, and we shut it off. And the person on the right has a skydiving ripcord on their right hip. And we'll say, 3, 2, 1, fly. And when they pull the ripcord, it releases, kind of like the parent letting go of the child on a swing. And they come right through here, 6 feet off the ground, and get to fly over this stage and up over the trees and actually up over the racer roller coaster. So your arms are out, and it's a fantasy of flight. You're flying.
And then you keep going until you just swing to a stop, right?
Correct. You fly back and forth about 10 times. The first one is very spectacular when we put some heavier people on, like Mom and Dad and Uncle Bob. They'll be doing almost 70 miles an hour right there.
70 miles an hour?
That's correct. It's diving out of the sky like a bird and then skimming across this stage and climbing up over all these things over here. It's fun. And
Ken Bird is your real name.
That's my real name, yes. I tell my students that we need all the help we can get if we're going to fly.
Well, I understand you're gonna let me get in the harness at least today.
Let's get you in the harness and maybe one of your friends and see how it works out there.
Can I take my friend Casey?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So off we went to get strapped into Skycoaster. My friend Casey was first. And then it was my turn. And finally, we were ready to fly the friendly skies. See how it's done, just watch Ken Bird in action high above Kennywood Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, and here we have Sam. Have a good one. Afternoon, second day of operations here, second day of the Skycoaster at Kennywood. 180-foot A-arch, first one. And here we are at about 100 feet. 100 feet of climbing. Got Bob on the ripcord, Ken on the camera.
Pretty windy up here at 150 feet. Crosswind. Ready, flag.
All right, flyers. 3, 2, 1, fly.
All right. It flies great. Over the stage, over the tree.
And I like to see people fly. So you made your first flight on the Skycoaster from about 7 feet. So next time here, we're going to take you to 180.
18 stories next time. Stay with us. We're going to have more fun on Take One.